Why did European and Asian civilizations advance more rapidly than those in other parts of the world, specifically Africa and the Americas? And this very question, precisely addressed in this book authored by Professor Jared Diamond. The book is widely sought after by many readers worldwide, and it's known for its ability to greatly expand our horizons and deepen our understanding. Jared Diamond is indeed a prominent American scholar. Among living scholars, he can be considered one of the most internationally recognized figures. He is on par with other renowned scholars like Noam Chomsky, Richard Dawkins, and more recently, Yuval Noah Harari. In terms of international recognition, his expertise is challenging to define precisely due to his multidisciplinary research activities. He can be described as an ecologist, geographer, historian, and at times, even a linguist. He has also delved deeply into avian evolution. This diverse range of intellectual interests and research activities plays a crucial role in his ability to write this book, which provides the macroscopic insight into the last 13,000 years of human history. In today's video, let's find out why European and Asian civilizations experienced swifter advancements compared to those in other global regions. Jared Diamond spent a considerable amount of time observing birds in New Guinea. During his time there, he encountered a young politician named Yuli. Yuli posed a thought-provoking question to Jared Diamond, asking, "Why is it that you white people develop so much cargo, but we black people had little cargo of our own?" And this question formed the basis for his book. In attempting to answer these questions, an intuitive response might be that Western scientific and technological advancements are responsible for the disparities. However, this simplistic answer falls short because it leads to another question. And that question is why Western science and technology developed far more significantly compared to civilizations on other continents. People often attempt to explain such questions in terms of racial superiority, which is a very sensitive topic. In the past, there were several attempts to prove racial and intelligence differences through disciplines like phrenology, while contemporary scholarship views phrenology as pseudoscientific. During the 19th century, it was widely believed. However, Jared Diamond offers an entirely different perspective on these questions in his book. This is where his insightful approach comes into play. He suggests that the foundation for the world's technological inequalities was set by geographical and environmental conditions that emerged after the last ice age, across different continents. The origin of all civilizations is rooted in the agricultural revolution. The emergence of full-scale agriculture can be traced back to around 9,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent, particularly the Levant region in Mesopotamia. This region consisted of fertile lands where plants thrived. Yet, how did this lead to technological inequalities seen in different continents? It's tied to the Earth's latitudinal positioning. As we know, climate varies significantly based on latitude, resulting in different temperature zones. For instance, crops that grew well in the Mesopotamian region could easily spread from east to west, or vice versa, as the climates were similar. This facilitated the diffusion of agricultural technologies in Europe and Asia from the Mesopotamian region. Even in Africa, including Egypt, the spread of technology occurred. However, as you move further south from Egypt, you encounter the barrier of the Sahara Desert. This means that agricultural technology did not spread beyond that point towards the south. Moreover, crops like wheat and barley rely on varying sunlight levels, depending on the season, making them unsuitable for regions with consistent year-round sunlight, like parts of Africa. These geographical and environmental constraints contributed to the lack of agricultural development in those areas in Africa. Ultimately, the combination of different climate zones and the barrier of the Sahara Desert meant that agricultural advancements weren't effectively transmitted to areas south of the Sahara. As a result, developing complex societies in Africa posed greater challenges than in Europe and Asia. In essence, these phenomena were products of geographical accidents. However, delving deeper raises another question. Why did the agricultural revolution only take place in Mesopotamia? For example, geographically, the Pampas region of Argentina or the western United States could have supported agricultural cultures. So why didn't significant agricultural societies arise there? Diamond answers this by attributing it to yet another coincidence, ascribing it to the occurrence of specific crops near Mesopotamia. Roughly 12 species of crops are crucial to human sustenance today, and 8 of them happened to grow near Mesopotamia. This led to a concentration of people in Mesopotamia benefiting from an environment conducive to crop cultivation, fostering the development of agriculture. However, in contrast, there was only one type of crop that could be domesticated on the American continent. Similarly, livestock domestication follows a similar pattern. There are several characteristics that are important for domesticating animals. First, temperament is crucial. As agriculture developed, humans utilized animals for farming, and animals that were docile and responsive to human commands were preferred. Second, Another important characteristic is that carnivorous animals cannot be domesticated. This is due to energy efficiency. For instance, let's consider that it takes 5,000 kilograms of corn to raise a cow weighing up to 500 kilograms. Now, let's assume it requires 10 cows, each weighing 500 kilograms, to raise a lion weighing up to 500 kilograms. In this scenario, essentially it means that the amount of corn required to raise a lion to 500 kilograms would be 50,000 kilograms, compared to 5,000 kilograms of corn for cows. This makes herbivorous animals like cows more suitable for domestication. Third, rapid growth is a requirement. For instance, animals that take years to reach maturity, like elephants, are not suitable for domestication. During the early stages of human development, it is believed that around 12 species of animals were domesticated for livestock purposes. These included animals like sheep, goats, pigs, and cows. Interestingly, most of these animals were found in the regions of Europe and Asia. However, these same animals couldn't withstand the harsh conditions and insects of Africa. Moreover, in North and South America, there was only one species of animal that fell into this category, the llama. So, Europe and Asia were significantly advantaged, whether in terms of climate or the number of livestock species, compared to other continents. Ultimately, with the advancement of agriculture, the cultivation of crops, and the care of livestock required collective labor, leading to the development of small-scale communities. Subsequently, the acquisition of techniques for storing surplus food resulted in population growth, and the accumulation of surplus food also contributed to the development of the concept of private assets. As a consequence, those in power could base their dominance on the control of resources, giving rise to class divisions between rulers and the ruled. With increasing population, specialization became also possible through division of labor, which led to the emergence of experts and the progression of technology. Simultaneously, conflicts and wars arose between groups and tribes for resource acquisition, contributing to the development of various institutions aimed at protection and defense. And alongside the formation of military organizations, the foundation for civilizational advancement was laid. Ultimately, the conclusion of this book is that people living in Europe and Asia were able to advance civilization relatively faster than those in other continents, due to geographical and environmental factors. And these factors were purely the result of fortunate coincidences. In my opinion, the argument presented in this book is quite significant. This is because people tend to instinctively assume that individuals with superior abilities, conquering and dominating others is natural, and they often look for reasons within themselves to justify why they are superior, such as genetic advantages or greater efforts. Usually, they do not consider the regions and geographical environments in which these individuals lived. In a way, I believe, this book offers a perspective that encourages us to be more humble, and presents a fundamental viewpoint that allows us to see humanity as more equal. Alright, if you enjoyed this content, please make sure to hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. Your support would truly make my day. If you are still taking a dump, here are more videos for you. Thank you for your time.